Ramps and neck breaking for life. Primer, paint. You know, it's actually so good under here that it's almost a shame to put fresh Underseal on, in a way. But I'm going to, just to do it. I mean, as you can see, the sills are pretty goddamn good. I'm really pleased with them. Just need a bit of a wire brushing up and a bit of undersealing. No bother at all, absolutely no bother at all. This is fantastic. And the spray stuff, by the way, this is the first time I've used this spray stuff. It's so quick, it makes it so much quicker and easier on your neck. For folk like me and Fizz that are down here breaking their necks trying to do this with the ramps, you know. Wait, no, I've got ramps, but you know what I'm saying, the lifts. Okay, here's the underside now. I'm hoping you can see it, because this is as close as I'm willing to get without, you know, because I don't want to get touched by this stuff again, because it's absolutely filthy. And my hands are, I was wearing... One second that took. But, I mean, the results as compared with brushing, pretty much the same, I would say. But this is about 20 times quicker. I mean, seriously, this is so quick to do this, and it's all protected. You know, in all seriousness, I'm really pleased with the finish I've got here. It's not the smoothest at this bit here. I was struggling to get it flatted down enough, but you know, see, compared with what it was, and you know, I'm pretty pleased with that, to be honest with you. It looks pretty good. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be coming up too well on camera actually, but it looks great in person. So you just have to take my word for it, right? I've also got from the brilliant Aquamarine on the forum another lock set. Now this is the third time that I've done locks on a Panda. I replaced all the locks so that they all work off of one key, and I've put them in order of easiness. So boot lock is the very easiest one to do. It's so easy, it's frightening. Ignition lock is the hardest one to do, although I'm slightly better at it than I used to be, and I think that, like, because the guides, you pretty much take out everything from the dash, but and in terms of the cowl and all that stuff, and you drop the thing down. Really, I should be able to hopefully use that access hole, or just because I think the last time I did it, I dropped this dash roll down and used a long screwdriver just up the inside of the steering cowl. Once you know where the lever is that you have to push, it's a little bit easier, but memory will be my problem here. So it'll just depend. I'll have a look at the access hole, see if I can reach the lever from there to get the ignition lock out. If not, then I'm going to drop down the dash roll and go up the inside of the steering cowl, perhaps loosen the cowl off. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'll do the boot lock first. And the other thing is, I don't want to, I mean, these door cards are brilliant, so I don't want to destroy the clips if I can possibly avoid it, but it's very, very difficult because they're so brittle not to do. So I'm going to try perhaps heating it up with a hairdryer first, just so they're that little bit more malleable, whatever, and do it that way. So here's hoping, guys. I just really don't want to break those clips. Thanks so much for watching. Also, the guides will tell you to remove the entire door card, remove the it depends on the type as well, because you get the full length door card as well, but basically I've just removed the top two clips here, and I should be able to get my hand in just enough as just to, if you need to see what you're doing, then you can put your camera in and do a quick video just to get the lay of the land in there, but there's really not too much to it. You'll feel a sort of U-clip there, which you take off, and from there it's not too bad. It's just a rod that you're going to need to heat up to remove with the screwdriver, and then that is pretty easy. I'm pretty pleased. These clips are immaculate, they're fine, they haven't broken, so I'm so pleased with that. Thank you very much at the moment. There we go, perfect, I would say there. Pretty good. Took the opportunity to clean under the thing as well, why not, while you're there anyway. I'd like to point out on this side that the fabric's starting to come away for the backboard there already, so I'll stick that down with fabric glue at some point, but for the meantime I'm happy enough with it. I just want to do the exact same thing as I did on that side and get this bit done. The hairdryer and the cloth to protect the paintwork is your friend. Okay, so the boot and doors took 5 minutes total, although I'll admit that most of that's down to having done it twice before. Now let's go for the ignition. Okay, so what I've done here is I've removed the speaker on this side, haven't done on that side, dropped the dash roll down, removed the steering wheel, which is basically just you remove the horn push, depends on the type. There's either 2 screws at the back or there's no screws and you just prise it off. Then I've undone the screw that attaches to the metalwork in there. That allows you to move this cowl around a little bit, and if you can see in there, I doubt you'll be able to. Come on, autofocus, come on. Right, so just, let's see if I can get a finger on it. Just about there, you'll see you should be able to see a little sort of indent, and that's where the lever that you need to push in is. Now, if you try to do it from this side, you won't be able to get the key in to remove the ignition barrel. However, you got this little inspection hole here, so you put a screwdriver in through there, should be able to get onto the little lever. Then at that point you then move the cowling into place, put the key in, turn it to the first position, pull it out, then put in your new ignition barrel, and that's it. Wow, it's a little bit more difficult than I remember it being last time, but I'm there, so that's fine. Forgot to say about the 8mm bolt you can access through the inspection hole on this collar here. So then that means you can just should be able to move this cowling out of the way enough as to do it now. If you remove these wires completely, these connector blocks, you'll be able to pull this off completely, which I think is what I'm just about to do, and then that'll be fine. Craig, this is a lot more involved than I remember it being. Just so you can be absolutely clear on where the lever is and what it looks like, that's it there. Just have to press it in up the way like that, and there we go. Got the new key in now, so I can remove that, get the key fob out of the way, and then just put it all back together again. Okay, just going to try the locks just to make sure they're operating correctly. Yep, take the drum. Hold on. There you go, locked solid, brilliant. Now the fuel filler one is actually on a different key, which can't really be avoided unless I get one of the other keys cut to one of the spare keys for the set cut to match it, but not entirely sure that it's really worth going doing that. There you go, now ignition's working, so yep, all working perfectly, very pleased indeed.